Hey, hello, good evening. Today is the 15th of February 2022. I'm sitting in front of my laptop, smoking a bit, just made a nice cup of coffee. So I will talk about my diary this time. Normally, I talk about my illness often, the way of the mind, and how things work inside myself. I'm feeling better lately. I'm still busy with adding things in my life um, that means something for me. Universal love, for instance, that the afterlife is real, that reincarnation is a fact, so that you had multiple lives before, and not only just a couple, no, millions of lives on this planet and even other planets. So you think I might be crazy, but why not? I think it's very beautiful. Why would we? Why would we? Why would we be the only persons in the universe? That doesn't really make sense. I also believe in life on other planets, but as a human soul and not as aliens. I think that people in other dimensions, in other universes, are just like us, only with a higher spiritual level within themselves, knowledge about spirituality and about everything that will ever come in our lives. We just live on Earth. It's one of the many, many planets we went to, but also where we will go to. And I think it's beautiful. So when you think about different kind of lives, you had different personalities, different characters, you know, and to learn maybe just like being lost within yourself, you can find yourself back again in the love of God, because that's eventually all there is. Everything is the love of God, the most beautiful way we can imagine. And I think that's really beautiful. So, and then to learn, because I was psychotic around the clock, daily, every second of the day. I really lost it. It went really crazy. But how is that possible? And what is reality? You know, no one can explain, what's reality. I don't know. How do you work within yourself, within thoughts and feelings, and what are the boundaries between them? Telepathy, for instance, or feeling other people, in what they try, who they are and what they are. I think it's really beautiful, to learn about every one of us, And we all come and go from the afterlife. We went there before. Before we were born, we were in the afterlife. And then we come on earth and going back again, you know. So there are many people whom we still know from past lives, We'll meet again. And that's also with the people we have at this moment on the planet, cycles in a way. I think it's really beautiful. So let's keep that in mind, And then, yeah, the afterlife, I mean, and that you can change your inner being, your inner feelings, your inner thoughts for the bigger picture. I think that's really beautiful. Time within gradations. So, okay, anyway, just as I wanted to start with my diary, it blacks out. Here we go. New Milestones, episode 4, Friday the 4th of February 2022. About the things I've did. So here it goes. The other day I cleaned my coffee machine. I had a conversation with my specialist. It was a nice conversation. We'll see her next week. In the evening I put a new vlog online. Listening to music mostly, like First Aid Kit, Lana Del Rey, Prince and Yusuf, also known as Cat Stevens. I clipped my toenails and it did right this time. No troubles with my big toe. I put some artwork online for sale again on OpenSea. Got more than 10 likes for some of the artwork I put online on Twitter. That is a good thing. Hope people will buy them eventually. When waking up, I took my sugar level again. Had something to eat before going to bed. I was really hungry. Because of that, my sugar level was higher this morning, 11.6. Did my internet routines. Bathroom time. Went to the butcher with my mother. Bought some steaks. In the early afternoon, I fell asleep for 2.5 hours or so. I just woke up. I'm listening to Underworld, made a cup of coffee. This evening I will go out for a shisha with a good friend of mine, probably around 8 p.m., maybe grabbing a bite as well. 5 past 5 p.m. I made that steak. It was pretty tasty. Some yogurt as dessert. I put on 9-inch nails. 9 past 7 p.m. I prepared myself for the evening. I brushed my teeth, put on new clothing, moved on to a 60s playlist. I have the cat in my room. He just went outside on the balcony, ventilating the place as well. I took my sugar level again, 10 points, still higher than the other day. 11 p.m. I put on a podcast from Joe Rogan with Jordan B. Peterson. Soon after, that friend called, so I will have a listen to it another time. We talked in the car and drove to a Korean chicken wings restaurant near the Overtoom, a large street in Amsterdam. The meal was really great. Their rice with wasabi, oh, that was the best dish in my opinion. Chicken wings were lovely as well. Afterwards, we drove to a shisha lounge for a shisha and a cup of tea or coffee. We watched a very lame movie in between about a woman being kidnapped in Algeria, if I'm correct. Every cliche was in it. Soon after, it was 10 p.m. and the shop closed because of the corona measurements. We drove back to our hometown. I'm listening to Nick Drake, did my internet routines. I put out a tweet about my free promotion on my ebooks on Amazon. Only 2 views. LOL. Thirsty, I will get some water in a bit. I already took my medicines. It is still early, not sure what I will do next. Saturday, the 5th of February 2022, 4:48 p.m. I took some rest, fell asleep. I took my sugar level. Guess what? It was 14.1 points. That is the highest at the moment. I didn't believe it, so I took another shot and had the same result. That is strange. I skipped breakfast, but did have lunch with a glass of orange juice. That could be the cause, I guess. I moved on to Beck. 9:12 p.m. Suddenly, I was really hungry. I wasn't planning to, but I did order some Chinese. Since recently, they also sell sushi, so I decided to order a meal with some sushi on the side. Gao bao sauce with different sorts of meat and veggies with rice. I had to wait for a bit, more than an hour actually. Anyways, dinner was really great, really full. I'm listening to Air. Might want to watch Book of Boba Fett. I have 2 episodes left. It is stormy weather outside, so it's good to be indoors. Sunday, the 6th of February 2022, 1:23 p.m. I watched the 2 latest episodes from Book of Boba Fett. It was really great to watch them. To bed around 2 a.m. I did my internet routines. Small chat with my eldest brother. He had a housewarming party last evening. Think that's really nice. I made 3 cups of coffee in between. 3:33 p.m. I got a message from a good friend of mine. He found a great rum and sent me a picture. In the heat of the moment, he asked me if we should buy it, dividing the amount with the both of us. He called me and we had a conversation about it. I don't drink often, hardly ever that is. Sometimes we have a rum at his place, really great ones. We divided the cost of the rum we bought together. 7:53 p.m. I took a shot, 4.5. Oh my god, that's low. Yesterday it was all-time high. 9:40 p.m. I searched for new homes in Amsterdam. I found some nice objects. Yep, too expensive, but fun to do. Tuesday, the 8th of February 2022. 12:54 p.m. I let the dog out. It is really nice weather outside. Small breeze with some sunshine and not that cold. I made a shake. I want to start with that again. As breakfast and in the evening. No more late night snacks. Otherwise, I can never get my sugar level in balance again. 6:47 p.m. I cycled to a friend's place where we first had a cup of coffee. Afterwards, we went to a big mall in Amsterdam where we bought some products for his company. Back home, he prepared dinner immediately. A large chunk of lamb's meat. I watched some Pawn Stars in between and prepared the table. Dinner was great. The meat was really soft and juicy. Doing the dishes afterwards with the 2 of us and finishing the evening with a cup of coffee. There was some meat left, which we divided. He had some band members over from the vast continents. When cycling back home, it started to rain. No plans for this evening. First a smoke and a cup of coffee. I will let the cat inside my room. He's standing in front of the door. Meowing. Oh wait, he was hungry. We're out of wet cat food, so I gave him some chicken instead. I need to buy new cat food tomorrow first thing in the morning. Wednesday, the 9th of February 2022. Had an easy evening the other day. Great sleep. Woke up around 10:45 a.m. I made some coffees while chatting with my eldest brother. He went out with his wife for a small trip. She celebrates her birthday today. Really beautiful colors mixing between the sky and the sea. Thursday, the 10th of February 2022. Yesterday we had a great meal. The spare ribs were so soft from the oven. The meat fell right off the bone when touching them. In the evening I listened to music mostly, post-rock this time, Silver Mount Zion and Do Make Sake Think. In between another shake. I wasn't hungry whatsoever. My sugar level declined again, lower than the previous days. I did have some bread and fruit, that didn't matter. Search for new homes on the market. Some thoughts about cryptocurrencies. Like the other day, looking at the market in 6 months, really curious where it will go to. I had a great sleep, woke up late in the morning and made some coffees. Bathroom time, doing my internet routines, starting with the usual Matt Wallace vlog about Dogecoin. I had the cat in my room for a bit. I let him on the balcony. I put on Prince to start the day with. 4:34 p.m. I took some rest, went out to the supermarket with my mother. She drove, I picked up the goods. Some salmon for today's dinner. Also some chocolate with 96% less sugar. And, of course, cat food. I bought 3 packages of tobacco as well. I will have dinner around 6 p.m. Friday, the 11th of February 2022. I had a great sleep, woke up around 10:30 a.m. I did my internet routines, bathroom time, took a shower and went to the diabetic specialist. It was a friendly conversation. We talked about many things again. My sugar level is going into the right direction. After 20 minutes the conversation ended. We'll see her again end of March. In between I need to take blood samples again, in the week before meeting up. This morning it was a bit high, probably because I had some chocolate before going to bed, around 14 points. My last shot was around 6.4 points. Strange to see how different the outcomes are when taking sugar. I had a nice conversation with my neighbor as well. I put on Yusuf, also known as Cat Stevens, and Coldplay. The last thing I want to talk about is that I have a lot of mirroring digits on the clock and other. Really a lot. When looking them up online, they give nice perspectives. Not sure if it's true, of course. I can't see that yet, but if they are true, the future looks promising. 10:52 p.m. I chatted a bit with a good friend and soon after we drove off to Amsterdam with the 2 of us. First to a Middle Eastern restaurant in the Javastraat in Amsterdam. The restaurant was full and we had one of the last spots available. We ordered a mixed grill for the 2 of us. This was the 3rd time we were there. For the 3rd time in a row we ordered the same menu because it's a great one. We started with some messe, sort of tapas, with really fresh and hot flat bread, really tasty. We ended with a big platter of mixed meat, some grilled veggies, french fries and rice. We were really full in the end. Guess how much it was in total? Including a tip and a bottle of water, only €50 for the both of us. Via the city we drove to the Shisha Lounge. The Shisha Lounge was full, so we decided to go to another one. When walking back to the car, one of the owners called us back. We could wait in the part that is reserved for the staff, to sit and relax. Really grateful. We didn't have to wait long actually and got a nice spot. They were only out of normal apple tobacco, so I had an apple mint this time. It wasn't bad. We talked about many things again. Starting with the gym next week as well. He gave me some advice. It is possible it will do something in the future. After the drive through town, I got back home. I put on Coldplay again, made a cup of coffee and I'm smoking some tobacco. It's still early. The last time we had to go home before 10 p.m. Soon some parts of the corona measurements will be lifted. That's about time. Not sure what I will do next. That was it for this week. I hope you guys all have a really, really great time, of course. And until next time. Bye.